What's up everybody, this is your boy Adioj and we're coming back at you with another how-to video. In today's video we're going to be showing everybody how to set up your modded Xbox 360 with LiNK. That way you can play it online through System Link with your friends or whoever you want to play with, and it's really fun and easy to set up. So let's go ahead and get started. So what's cool about this mod is it has this awesome feature in it where most of you have probably noticed that when you hit the Xbox 360 guide button on your controller, you'll see usually most of the time when you're playing your games, you'll see a system link that's kind of grayed out, which looks like this. And so what we're going to be showing you is how to get that to actually work. So this is pretty fun and cool. Now this isn't Xbox Live, so you're not going to get things like leaderboards, or you're not going to be able to do like Xbox Live party chat, but most people use Discord anyways when they play together, so that's what me and my friends do. So it's just a really nice alternative, and it works really well. It's very smooth, and there's no lag or anything like that. So I highly recommend, if you are modded now, thanks to the new bad update and the new revision of payload number 3, the stage 3, where it's, as most of you know, it's been updated and it's fast now, and so a lot of people are turning to this very unique process, because now it's eliminating the need to have to RGH. Now don't get me wrong, RGH is very, very cool, very fun, but if you're like me and you don't really like to solder, this is a great alternative. And in this demonstration, I'm also going to have in the description of the video, if you look in the links, there's also going to be all the files necessary to be able to do this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is grab the download from me that's called Xbox 360 Bad Adioj Update. Now, keep in mind, I'm not taking any credit for this. This isn't anything I did, but what this includes is the Dashlaunch files that you'll need. It includes the new and improved Stage 3 update, which makes it boot almost instantly, and it just includes it all into one. And so if you don't even have a bad update ready to go and you've never even soft modded your 360, this is a great file to have. If you have already done all this and you already have Dashlaunch working and all that, and you already have Stage 3 updated, then you won't really need this file. If you just have the bad update, but you don't even see Dashlaunch, then you do want to grab this. So that's what that's for. It does include everything you'll need. So it's kind of, I just put my name in it because I updated this for a friend. I put everything he needs, and it's just plug and play, ready to go. You don't have to do anything to your bad update. So if you guys want this file, it includes everything you need. Okay, so once you've downloaded Xbox 360 Bad Adioj Update, all you're going to do is extract it, because it is a zip file. So whatever extracting program you use, I like to use 7-zip, but make sure you extract it. Once it's extracted, all you do is copy it into the USB. Now I will say, before you put it into the USB, if you haven't already done so, make sure you take the USB, plug it into your 360, and format it. Okay? All you have to do is plug it in, and then head over to the system, and then go to storage, highlight over it, and if it's not formatted, just make sure whatever data was on there is backed up before you do this, obviously. But you just hover over it and you click format, and it will format it for you. And then unplug it and plug it back into the PC, and then you can continue with this part. And just to clarify what I mean by these 3 different files, I know it's kind of confusing, but just to make sure this is really clear for everybody. So this is if you don't have any mod or anything and you've never done the bad update yet. This is for if you've done the bad update but you don't see Dashlaunch on your module list. So just extract this and overwrite it into your USB your Badupdate stuff, and it'll replace your file and it'll update it with Dashlaunch. And then this one is if you don't have the new updated stage 3 and you already have the mod. So that's the difference between all 3 files that I'm putting here in the description. So again, this one is if you don't have stage 3 updated, the new faster exploit run. This is if you don't have Dashlaunch and you already have Badupdate, but you just don't see Dashlaunch. And then this is if you want all 3 and you just want a fresh start or whatever, or if you've never done any of the soft mod yet. So there you go. That's to clarify what all 3 of these are. So once your USB has been properly formatted, it'll probably look like this on your PC. It'll have nothing on it once you formatted it, but unless you already have your mod or whatever. But anyways, so this is for the people that don't have any mod at all. So once you have everything extracted from this and you have formatted on your 360 and you've plugged it back in, all you have to do is go into it like this and you'll kind of see like a hidden folder. You might not see that because I have it on view hidden, but anyways, all you have to do is copy this file into here, and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so let's say you extracted this over here and it looks like this when you go into the extracted folder. You just want to highlight all this and hit copy. Okay, and then go to your USB drive, right click and hit paste. And depending on your computer speeds, it will take a bit. Alright, and then once that finishes up there, it will look like this. And then you simply just close it, close the Badupdate, go to this PC, go over here and hit eject. Make sure you safely eject this before you remove it from your PC. And so here is the Dashlaunch that you need. So if you go to just to test to see if it included my Dashlaunch, you just hit start for settings, go down to content or modules, and then there it is. There's Dashlaunch. So you need Dashlaunch for this to work. And we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll show you how to do the online setup here. So on this next part, all you have to do is go to this website right here, xboxunity.net, and click on that, and it'll lead you to this, and then make sure you register an account. You need to register an account. If you register your account, that will allow you to access the system link and set it all up on the 360. So you must register your account first, and once you register your account, go to your email, verify it, it'll take you back here, and then you are good to go. It'll look like this once you're done, and you'll see a few rooms up and all that where people are playing. So do that next. That's right, it's xboxunity.net. The link is also in the description of the video below, and head on and get that registered. When you're done, go back to this page and look at this Aurora section here. That's what we're going to be showing you real quick. So it's really easy to do once you've made your account. You just follow these steps and you're good. The goal is to get it to pass all the settings. Once they all pass, you'll be ready to play. Okay, so once again, this is not XLink, this is LiNK. So therefore, it's a little bit different on the setup. Okay, so first of all, you just follow the instructions here. Okay, so we'll kind of go ahead and show you that. Let's head back over to the 360 here. So once your account's registered, I have made a new account for this setup just for the purpose of this video and because I'm going to be streaming as well. So all you have to do is follow the guide here as it says on the website. So on the website it says press start and select the profile tab. So you just hit here and go to profile tab, and then it says under Unity, set the Unity connection to enabled. So you just go ahead and click that. See how that's checked now? And then it says enter your username and press the request button. So you just enter the username that you registered on the website. So in my case, I will do that now. So okay, there we go. And then it says press the request button. Now you enter your password. Unfortunately, I can't show this part. Alright. And then once your password is entered, you just hit done. And then once you get that password, it says it will fill the API key field, as you just saw right there. It did fill my API key. And then it says next, select the modules tab and go to Nova. So now we go over here and we go down to modules and we go into Nova. Okay, and then it says press the load button and enable always load on boot if you want it to load each time Aurora starts. Okay, so we already have that enabled there. Press RB to ensure the LiNK settings as follows. So you can press, and this is the second part that is that's below that. So let's see, you want enabled. I know that sounds confusing, but just make sure this is checked. You want your RSS feed enabled. That's checked. You want UPnP enabled. So let's go ahead and check that. You want your data port to say 3072. It kind of already autofills that for you, as well as the broadcast port of 3071. And once that's your password and all this is in there, this all should be automatic as well if you've been following these steps. And then all we do here is we just press verify. Now, if for whatever reason data ports reachable and broadcast port reachable do not pass, you will have to manually port forward the following ports, which are, if you give me one moment, which are right here. So it's 3071 and 3072, both UDP and TCP on your router. You just have to manually port forward those with the 360 IP as well. That's pretty simple to do though. You just go back to your settings here. Okay guys, so once you have all these passed, you are ready to go. You are now ready to play online on your modded content with your friends. It's that simple. So basically the whole goal was met here. You just go to the Xbox guide button, and when you're in game, this will now highlight. It will be lit up when you're in game. So we'll go ahead and demonstrate that just to show you guys. Alright, and now for the whole point of this video, which is to get this right here, system link, to be highlighted once you're in game. So now that you've passed and verified, all the checks are green, all you do is go to the game that you want to play with your friends. In this example, we'll be doing Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Before you launch your desired game, you're just going to want to hit the Y button while hovering over it and double check your title updates. This is crucial when you're playing online with your friends. If you don't have one, it won't show under installed here, but if you do have it, it will show that it's already there. If you don't have it, what's nice about this Unity is they have their own little marketplace here where you can download the latest title updates for each game. And as you can see, they're not very big. Once you download it and it says installed, go over to the left tab with the left bumper and make sure that it says that it's enabled. In this case, I have it enabled because it says disable, but it will not be enabled by default once you download the title update, so make sure you just go ahead and hit enable over that and it'll go white like that, and you are good to go. It is crucial that you are all on the same title update when you play together through System Link here. And then all you do is launch the game, it'll apply the title update that you just enabled, and we will show you an example of the next part. Depending on how fast the game boots, whether you have it on disk, whether you have it installed to your hard drive, that's just up to your circumstance there. And then all you do is go into the game. In this case, I go here, and this game has just one menu here. So let's say you want to find game and you want to play with your friends, but you don't see a lobby and you're spamming refresh here with the X button or whatever. That won't show up until you join their room on LiNK. And how you do that is you just hit the guide button, and now System Link will be highlighted. Congratulations, you have done all the right steps, and now you can access the System Link lobby room here. So once you click it here, it will show a lobby. So let it download its data. It does take a second. Let it initialize and all that, and then once you see the scroll, when it starts scrolling all this, you are good to go. You have your rooms here, and then you have where you can see all the people that are online. Right now there's 4 people, which is cool. If they're showing there, that means they are also ready to go. But anyways, you just make your room here. So let's just say I want to make a room with my buddies. I just hit, or you can use the public rooms, but in this case I would just hit create room. And what's cool is this is where you check what you're doing. Now in this case it is the Reaper of Souls expansion, so we're doing DLC. We are playing co-op, we're going through the game together. And then what's really cool is you can make it public, or if you want just you and your friends and nobody else, you can hit set password and you can make a little password here, and they can join by hitting those button combos once you tell them the password. In this case I'll just do a bunch of left triggers just to show you guys, and then you just hit create private room and it will set the room up. Now I'm not going to make the room right now, but that is how you do that. Okay, you can also select your region if you want, but that's how you do that. Now it does say here, another warning guys, just so you know, follow the rules here. It says no botted lobbies, but it basically means what it says. If you're gonna do a modded lobby, I don't know if you have crazy mods or something like that, just make sure that when you make the room that it's tagged that it's modded, because you don't want to get yourself banned from Unity. They're really like, they just want you to follow their rules, so that's all you got to do. I don't play modded content, but they do have the options for modded and hacks allowed. I don't do any of that stuff, but that's just there for you guys to follow those rules. But anyways, once you have everything set up and you make your room, your friends will just see your room right here on this list. They'll join it, they'll enter the password or whatever. Then once you're in the room on here, that's when you can see the game here on this list. So it will pop up once you've made your LiNK room. And then after that, you just have your friends connect and you join and you play together, and that's it. So I hope this video has helped a lot of people. I hope you guys have fun with this and enjoy. Leave a comment with questions or concerns in the video below, and I'll get to them. I'll see them right away. Also, you can add me on Discord, audio_J. That'll also be provided in the description link. Thank you guys for watching, and everyone have a great rest of your day.